Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2020 Subaru Legacy Limited XT, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The redesigned 2020 Subaru Legacy is a midsize sedan with standard all-wheel drive and a long list of safety features. Subaru is hoping the Legacy's new architecture, revised transmission, and new optional 260 horsepower 2.4-liter engine will put the Legacy front and center in a very competitive class. Subaru completely redesigned the Legacy for the 2020 model year, introducing quite a few changes. The base engine gets a power bump from 175 horsepower to 182 horsepower. The previously available 6-cylinder engine has been dropped in favor of a 260 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Fuel economy ratings are slightly better for 2020 as well. Inside, the redesigned Subaru Legacy looks more modern and feels more upscale than ever before. Tech updates include a newly standard 7-inch touchscreen, up from 6.5 inches, but the crown jewel of the Subaru Legacy's interior tech is the newly available 11.6-inch vertically oriented touchscreen. The 2020 Subaru Legacy will be available in 6 trim levels: base, premium, sport, limited XT, and Touring XT, with the XT designating the 260 horsepower 2.4-liter turbo engine. Subaru's EyeSight suite of driver's aids is standard on all trim levels and includes adaptive cruise control with lane centering even at low speeds. With the exception of the base trim level, every Legacy is packing a new 11.6-inch tablet-style infotainment screen. It's a bold piece of electronic hardware that streamlines the interior design. Much of the Legacy's interior layout will be familiar to current Subaru owners, but should also appeal to buyers who might not have been fond of Subaru's somewhat quirky interiors of yesterday. With the exception of the base trim level, every Legacy is packing a new 11.6-inch tablet-style infotainment screen. It's a bold piece of electronic hardware that streamlines the interior design. Much of Legacy's interior layout will be familiar to current Subaru owners, but should also appeal to buyers who might not have been fond of Subaru's somewhat quirky interiors of yesterday. The seats are much softer and generously cushioned than those in many other sedans. When the seats are covered in the high-grade leather found in the Touring XT model, they feel very upscale. The back seats, too, is well padded. And while it might not quite match the rear legroom of the Honda Accord, the Legacy does offer better headroom and visibility thanks to its more upright roofline. The outboard rear seats even have optional heating, and there are 2 USB ports for rear passengers. Although the Subaru Legacy has lots of awards and accolades, you'll want to cross-shop the 2020 Subaru Legacy with stalwarts such as the Honda Accord, the Mazda 6, and Toyota Camry. The Hyundai Sonata and the Kia Optima have quickly made a name for themselves as well because of their excellent value and warranties. The Legacy's standard all-wheel drive should help it stand out, since the Ford Fusion and Nissan Altima are the only others to offer it as an option. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2020 Subaru Legacy. I should say the new redesigned 2020 Subaru Legacy. We're going to build and price a limited XT. When you get an XT, that gets you into that brand new 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine that's putting out 260 horsepower. Now, before we get to actually building and pricing, we're going to go over some more overview stuff. We're going to check these exterior colors here in a second. We're going to check some interior colors. We'll take a look at the gallery. We'll go through the features. I want to go look over the models again real quick because I barely grazed over them, so I want to go take a look at those 6 individual configurations really fast. And yeah, I just talked about how the Subaru Legacy, real fast before we get to the colors, I just talked about how the Subaru Legacy competes with, well, a lot of really nice automobiles. You know what? I've done a build and price of every one of those cars I mentioned: the Honda Accord, the Mazda 6, the Camry, the Sonata, the Optima, the Fusion, the Ford Fusion, and the Nissan Altima. I've done build and price reviews of all of them. I've put links to all of those videos in the description below, so please make sure you check those videos out after you watch this one. Okay, let's get to these exterior colors for the 2020 Subaru Legacy sedan. So we can see here that this color, well, the first color we actually looked at was a blue, but we'll get back to that. This color here is a crystal black. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last word. We've got a crimson red. I actually like the crimson red. There's an ice silver. There's a magnetic or a magnetite gray. There's a tungsten metallic, which is actually nice. It kind of looks like a beigey color, which is nice to me. And there's a crystal white pearl. And then that original color that was already on here when we kind of pulled up on the screen was an abyss blue. We can also take a virtual walk around of the exterior of the newly redesigned 2020 Subaru Legacy sedan. Looks pretty good. You know what? We could check all this stuff out on the interior too, TOO. So let's go do that. Okay, here's a nice shot of the interior. Looks very nice, clean, and tight in there. Well designed. Love that 11.6-inch screen, infotainment screen. That's their big claim to fame for sure on this interior. Here we can see all the different seat materials that we can get the 2020 Subaru Legacy in. Here they're showing slate black cloth. This is cloth. They've got, and then here's slate black leather. Looks nice. They've got a warm ivory cloth, and then, of course, warm ivory leather. This must be that tungsten. Is this that, oh, sorry, this is that tan Napa leather. Gorgeous. They normally put this tan Napa leather on the highest trims of Subaru Legacies. I've done lots of Subaru Legacies. I'll make sure to put a link to my playlist, not only in the description, but up here at the corner right now as well. They've got this titanium gray cloth, and then titanium gray leather, and then they have a two-tone gray cloth, and I wouldn't doubt that this seat here, this material here probably goes in the sport. This looks like this will go with something in the sport because it also has red accent stitching on these seats as well. Looks like we could do a 360 view, so let's move ahead and do a 360 view of this interior for the 2020 Legacy. Okay, so here we are. We could do that virtual walk around here of the interior. I guess we can make it be sunlight or nighttime, although this doesn't seem to be doing anything. Seats up or seats down, I'm not really sure. At any rate, let's go ahead and just spin around, take a look at the interior. Here they're obviously showing us some cloth interior here. Which I'm not a fan of. I'm always a fan of the leather interior. I'm a big fan of leather interior. If you watch this channel, you'll certainly know that. All right, but at the end of the day, it's not bad in here. You know, this vehicle has a starting MSRP at $22,000 and change for the base model. So when you think about it, it's just over 20 grand. It looks really good in here. All right, there we go. Let's move on. Let's move on here to the gallery. We're going to take a look at these 13 exterior gallery photos of the 2020 Nissan 2020 Subaru Legacy, and then we'll take a look at the exterior photo or interior photos as well. We'll just run through these real quick. This looks to be, yeah, then that tungsten metallic. They at least tell you what kind of model they're showing. They tell you the model they're showing and the color. And really, we're just trying to see what the car looks like. This is a nice shot of it. The Subaru Legacy is nice looking. It's a handsome car. It's not bad. I think it's a lot better looking than it used to be. I actually like. Is this the Sport back here? Yeah. Here's the Sport shown in crimson red. The only reason I thought it was the Sport is I noticed that little spoiler in the back, and that made it look quite sporty. It's also got black mirror covers. You see that? It's got black mirror covers. All that's got a black grille. Da 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 da. I bet you we might be able to option some of those sport accessories on our Limited XT. We'll see. We'll see. Here's the Touring XT in Abyss Blue. Probably the Touring XT probably gets that tan leather. Here's the Sport again. Those available LED steering responsive headlights and LED fog lights, so they're not standard, but they might be at our price point. 18-inch Sport wheels. And yeah, there's that Sport trunk spoiler, which you can probably option that in the accessories. We will see. Okay, that was the exterior photos. Let's take a look at these 13 interior photos and see what's what. We saw that photo. We saw that photo. Warm ivory leather. Here's a shot of the back seats. Seems to be decent leg room. They do have the seats scooted up pretty far, but seems like decent leg room in the vehicle. Here's the available Starlink Entertainment Anywhere and 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot thing. Yep. There's our 11.6-inch multimedia navigation. Available leather wrap shifter. Here's your available heated leather wrap steering wheel. Multifunction. Multifunction means it has these buttons on there that allows you to do functions of your car. Multifunction steering wheel. Multiple functions. Here, oh wow, available rear seat air conditioned vents and heated outboard seats and dual USB charge ports. That's pretty cool. Like the heated seats for sure. Got available 12 speaker Harman Kardon sound system. Nice, 576 watt. Nice. Digital speedometer. Well, I don't know if that's digital speedometer so much as keep eyes on the road is whatever it's telling you. Yeah, I guess it is. This speed needle says it's doing 50. Yeah, digital speedometer there. You got a distraction mitigation system. Okay, pretty cool. We got 3 more slides for the interior. Here they're showing the standard EyeSight driver assist technology. Here's a little camera up there by the rear view camera. Here's our overhead console with dual map lights and available Starlink safety and security. And then, yeah, here's a nice shot of the Sport interior shown in two-tone gray cloth. Told you the Sport came with that. I do like the pedals on the Sport. Look at the brake pedal and the gas pedal. They look very sporty. Okay, before we go check the features of the 2020 Subaru Legacy sedan, let's go back and just go over these models really fast. We're not going to spend a lot of time on these models. I just want to check pricing and stuff like that. So, there's 6 trim levels. Your base Honda, your base Subaru Legacy. Why do I keep saying other names? Your base Subaru Legacy starts at $22,745, right? It's got active torque vectoring, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard. It's got that EyeSight driver test technology, and it has that symmetrical all-wheel drive. Then you can bump up to the Legacy Premium. Takes you to $24,995, and these things keep adding up. So it includes all the stuff of the base model, but now, yep, you're into that 11.6-inch touchscreen. You got an all-weather package with heated front seats. You got dual-zone automatic climate control. I'm just hitting the highlights here. Moving up, you got the Legacy Sport that starts at $26,945. It includes all the premium key features and adds 18-inch wheels. You get the trunk spoiler, yep, LED fog lights. You get an engine performance management and that two-tone cloth upholstery with that contrast stitching, which I'm not really a fan of. Here, when you get to the Legacy, $29,745 for the Subaru Legacy, and that's the first trim level that gets you leather interior. It gets you that Harman Kardon audio system. You get blind spot detection and rear cross traffic alert. Now you're starting to get good. You got to spend about $30,000. You get keyless access with push button start, and you get those LED steering responsive headlights that we saw in the gallery just a few moments ago. Okay, last but not least, you have the top tier trim levels. You got the Legacy Limited XT, which we're going to build in price on the channel today. It has a starting MSRP at $34,195. Now you're into the 260 horsepower direct injection turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine. You get dual exhaust, you get a power moonroof, get a heated steering wheel, and you get that distraction mitigation system that we just saw a moment ago. Then the top tier, the big dog, is the Legacy Touring XT. Gives you Napa leather interior, heated and ventilated front seats. You get a 180-degree front view camera, satin chrome finish, power folding side mirrors. You get a CD player, whoever uses that anymore. Chrome accented exterior door handles. And that runs us, what, $35,895. Okay, so we've gone over the overview. We checked the colors. We've looked at the gallery. We've went over all the models. The only two things we have left to do is go through the features of the 2020 Subaru Legacy, and then we'll build and price our 2020 Subaru Legacy. Okay, so right here, right off the jump, they're letting us know that the interior of the 2020 Legacy is completely upgraded. Yeah, you got 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with two position memory function, a new power passenger seat with height adjustment. That's an available option. Yeah, rear seat passengers can get more space for comfort with 39.5 inches of rear legroom. That's more than the Camry, the Chevy Malibu, which I didn't mention, but I have done a build and price on that as well. I'll make sure to put a link in the description for that. And the Hyundai Sonata. So yeah, lots of leg room, and I kind of mentioned that in that one interior photo. So decent leg room in the 2020 Subaru Legacy. Okay, and then here they're telling us about the XT lineup. So the all-new Touring XT, that gives us that 260 horsepower boxer motor. The Touring level, that's that top trim. That gives us the genuine Napa leather as well. All right, that motor makes 260 horsepower and it makes 277 pound-feet of torque. And that Napa leather is that tan Napa leather, and it's quite attractive. Here they're going to give us a little more information about that direct injection 2.4 liter 260 horsepower turbocharged engine. They say that it has exhilarating performance while still delivering up to 32 miles to the gallon and nearly 600 miles of range. How can you want an electric car or an EV when this thing's still throwing down almost 600 miles of range on a tank? I mean, that's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. They must be quite proud of the XT, the Touring XT, although most folks that will be driving around the 2020 Subaru Legacy will probably be riding around in cloth interior. You see a lot of low trim level Subarus is why I say that. A lot of low level Subarus. I don't see a lot of Subarus with leather. And so they're spending a lot of time talking about their genuine Napa leather when that's the most expensive model, and most folks don't buy the most expensive model of any car. So yeah, there you go. At any rate, they're gorgeous. They say they're soft, comfortable seats with warm, refined style. Here's some other notable options, I guess, of the Touring XT. You got a heated steering wheel, you got heated and ventilated front seats, and heated rear seats. Okay, now we can get back to something that might be a little more relevant to us, seeing that we're not building out a Touring, or you might not even be looking at one with leather interior or that 260 horsepower engine. At any rate, I did say we were going to learn about the features and other configurations along the way, so we did learn about another configuration along the way, didn't we? Here we're looking at the standard EyeSight driver assist technology. So the 2020 Legacy features all new advanced adaptive cruise control with lane centering, which can take some of the stress out of driving with helping with steering, braking, and throttle control. So, like I said, this is standard on all models. And they say up here that EyeSight has been found to reduce rear-end crashes with injuries by up to 85%. Here's some other notable features over here starting on the left. This is what? Subaru Driver Focus Distraction Mitigation System. All right. And obviously that's kind of self-explanatory. It says it's standard on the Limited XT and Touring XT. Seems like all these are standard on the Limited XT that I can see kind of across the board down here. So driver focus can also recognize up to 5 different drivers. So this thing is good for driver focus system is like having an attentive co-pilot along for the ride, and it can give you alert if you become distracted or drowsy. Then we have the Subaru Starlink safety and security system. This thing can give an emergency assistance and roadside assistance at the push of a button. Then they got this thing that's called all-around awareness, and this gives you the blind spot detection system and the rear cross traffic alert. And as we already know, that's standard on our Limited XT and Touring XT. Oh, and then they talk about reverse automatic braking. Okay. And that's also standard on our Limited XT, and it's standard on the Touring. So the XT models, those two XT models, if you want to make sure that you have the best of the new 2020 Subaru Legacy, the quick note to self is, get an XT trim level. Okay, what's up with this advanced visibility? It says every 2020 Legacy features LED headlights for a bright, clear view of the road ahead. I think for a base price of $22,745 and every Subaru Legacy gets LED headlights, I think that's a good deal. But there is the available steer responsive headlights. But yeah, there you go. The steer responsive headlights are standard on the XT trim levels. Like I said, high beam assist is standard on all models, and the LED headlights are standard on all models. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about this all-wheel drive system. All-wheel drive, a lot of folks just think that all-wheel drive is for inclement weather, rain, snow, off-road. Yeah, it's for that, but all-wheel drive improves your drive, just driving in dry weather too, on dry pavement as well, any weather condition. So yeah, the all-wheel drive, the Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive is standard on every 2020 Legacy. Here's some other notable features. Here's that, Subaru Starlink multimedia. We've already known about this a little bit. We've talked plenty about it. 11.6-inch multimedia touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM radio. Here in the center, you got the built-in Wi-Fi hotspot connectivity. And then here they're talking about that premium Harman Kardon audio system. Now, the Subaru Starlink multimedia, that's available on all models with the 11.6 touchscreen, I should say. The 11.6 touchscreen right here is standard on every 2020 Legacy except the base model. When you come over here to that built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, yep, that's standard on the XTs, right? Like I said, if you want to make sure you get everything, grab an XT. And then over here, that Harman Kardon sound system, it's standard on the Limited, and then the two XT models. So only your top 3 trim levels get that high-end sound system, right? Then over here, where they talking about the Subaru Starlink Entertainment Anywhere. So this gives you a couple of iPads, some Bluetooth Harman Kardon headphones, and 2 Otter boxes to protect those iPads. Nice way that they got together with some of the biggest companies in their businesses, right? Apple, Harman Kardon, and OtterBox. OtterBox makes protective covers for phones and stuff like that, and iPads and whatnot. That's cool, but I have no interest in the Entertainment Anywhere package. Although I will say, I will be curious to see what the pricing is of that, because maybe you might get that for a good price, meaning you might not be able to get it cheaper if you bought the pieces individually. Okay, what's this they're talking about? Built for the long road ahead. You can count on the new Legacy for all the adventures ahead because 95% of Legacy vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. That's saying a lot, buddy. It is, honestly. No joke. Here's some notable features. The quietest Legacy ever. The 2020 Legacy is built on the Subaru Global platform using extensive high-strength steel for 70% more rigidity, long-lasting quality, and the quietest Legacy cabin yet. They're talking about that new updated Subaru Boxer engine that gets plus 35 miles to the gallon here in the center. And like I had said, it had that new engine, the new base motor has 182 horsepower, and that was up from like 175 horsepower, I think it was. Yeah, it's up from 175 horsepower. And yeah, that it gets an 18.5 gallon fuel tank, and I bet you that's every Legacy. Has an 18.5, well, I guess not. Yeah, 18.5 gallon fuel tank and 650 miles of total highway range. Yeah. And then they talk about the Boxer motor as well, which we already know about. And then here they say, what, 360 degrees of visibility. That's that rear vision camera. So the rear vision camera is standard on all models, and that 180 degree front view monitor is only on the very, very, very top Touring XT. We don't even get that. We're doing the Limited XT. We don't even get that. All right. Yeah, there you go. So we went through all the features. You know what we're ready to do? Yeah, we're ready to go do a build and price of the 2020 Subaru Legacy. So let's go do our build and price. Okay, so now we're over here on the screen where we select all the different trim levels. Here we can kind of see them all at a glance. So base model Legacy, Legacy Premium, Sport, Limited, and then we'll see the Limited XT, and then the Limited Touring XT. So yeah, we're going to do the Limited Legacy Limited XT. Has a starting price of $34,195. Let's go ahead and build it, see where it takes us. Okay, so here we are. Let's look what they got to show us. So there's the interior photo here. Here's a dash photo. Okay, let's go back to exterior. So one transmission, automatic Linetronic CVT. That stands for continuously variable transmission. That's standard. For colors, what do we want for colors? You know what? I was kind of like that. What was that? Tungsten? Yeah, that tungsten metallic. I think we're gonna go with the tungsten metallic. We're gonna go with the tungsten metallic. We're gonna go with the slate black leather interior. As far as packages, apparently there are no packages, and that's the way a lot of the Subaru, Nissan, Toyota, a lot of vehicles work like that. When you buy a certain trim level, you kind of get what you get, and there's not a whole bunch of stuff to add to it. If anything, the only thing where you can add is in your accessories. So let's take a look at these accessories and see if we want some of them. I think I want the wireless charger. Though I don't have a wireless phone that can charge wirelessly, I will at some point. So let me go ahead and get that. Wireless charger. The cargo trunk hook is kind of interesting. You can hang some bags there, but I don't really want to mess with that today. How about the all-weather floor liners? I like that. How about the auto-dimming exterior mirrors? I like that. Oh, the door scuff protectors. Yeah, everybody always puts their foot right there and kicks that. So yeah, let's do that. The rear seat back protector. Ooh, they got good stuff. Rear seat cover. This is awesome. I don't see any of this. If you have a pet, this is perfect for a pet. Awesome. If you have a pet, you know what? Let's go ahead and get that. Footwell illumination kit. I kind of like that. I'm just going to Funky Town. Let's see what media, audio media. A CD player? No. Tweeter kit? That's standard. All right. Comfort and convenience. What do they got here? Ashtray. Let's see. Are the pictures gonna come up? Yeah, there they are. Ashtray holders. Auto dimming mirror with compass. We have that. That's standard. The cargo tray. I don't think we need a cargo tray. Fog light kit. We have a fog light kit. Moonroof air deflector. Ooh, remote engine start. Got to get that. Got to get the remote engine start. And those trunk hooks. No. Protection and security. What do they got there? All-weather floor mats we have. The mirrors we have. Battery warmer we don't need. We don't need those body side moldings. The door edge guards. We got the scuff plates already. All that rear bumper protector stuff is cool, but we don't need it. Receipt cover. We don't need a severe weather companion. I do like the splash guards, however. Let's get the splash guards. Let's get the wheel locks. And then I guess I could have went to all 38. But we only have style and STI brand to check. So let's check style here real fast. Okay, so style. Let's see. We have the footwell illumination kit. We do not want the wood grain interior. The LED upgrade dome light for 45 bucks. Yeah, give us that. We'll take it. Be brighter in there. That trunk spoiler. I do want that trunk spoiler. I told you we'd probably be able to get that in accessories. The valve stem caps. They're kind of cool. I think I'd take the black ones. Those look fun. STI brand door handle cup protector. Nah, and we don't need the valve stem caps. Okay, I think we're good. Let's move on to the summary. Okay, so here we are at the summary. The 2020 Subaru Legacy Limited XT started life at $34,195. We added $2,375 in accessories. So what did we come out at? We came out at a total of $37,470. We don't really get into price on the channel. I actually don't even really talk pricing or anything like that. It's just I'm always curious to see what it's going to cost to put one in the driveway, one in the garage, one out in front of the house, wherever you might live, one out in the country, whatever it is. All right, so there it is, 2020 Subaru Legacy Limited XT Coupe. I think it's a great car. It has some tough company. It's got some tough competition. A lot of tough competition. I put the links to all that tough competition that you might want to cross-shop down in the description below. So make sure you check that out. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this review of the 2020 Subaru Legacy helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.